on YouTube. I believe that's what's happening. I am going to try to refresh my computer here so I can have a look and see if I'm actually live streaming. See if it actually pops up. I'd like to see it if it does. Here we go. Yes, I'm going to open this up so I can view the live chat. I did a video, I don't know, probably a few hours ago, where I was talking about, considering starting up a mobile DJ consulting service. What that would mean is I would go to a DJ who needed my help with something, be it setup of equipment or performance or lighting or whatever. I would see what they had and help them set it up where I felt like it worked best, go to an event with them, shadow them, and help them out. And I think people got the wrong idea of what my intentions are for doing something like this. And I just wanted to do a video where I made this crystal clear. What I'm not interested in doing is starting up a new business where I don't DJ anymore, but I'm doing this now because I see an opportunity to make money from you, the DJ. No, I'm not trying to start up a new thing like so many DJs have, where they're charging you guys to, learn information about the business or whatever, and they make all these promises of, what you're going to get and gain from, attending their conclave or joining their collective or whatever the case might be. It's the opposite. This is something that I thought I could offer as a service for people who needed it. This is nothing that I would heavily promote. This is nothing that you would see ads come up for. It would also be something that I would be very selective with who I worked with. I wouldn't work with people who I didn't think I could help. I would only work with people who I felt like I could help, if that makes any sense to me, or to you. I'm sorry. Steve Slick says you should offer that service. I am offering that service. It's going to cost the DJ. I'm going to have to be compensated for, travel and expenses, plus a fee to do it. And I'm going to vet these people before I even let them hire me. So this isn't for everyone. This isn't it. Anybody can be better. All you have to do is hire me, the magic DJ who's going to show you how to do everything. No, that's not it. I'm just going to help you. If you need my help, if I feel like I can help you, and there's going to be a pre-qualification process for anyone who I take on as a client. But this is not, I repeat, this is not me retiring from performance. I will always DJ. This is something that I only do when I have time to do it. This is something that I'll only, take these jobs from people who I vet and I feel like I can really help. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. None of that. And I just need to make that crystal clear, because it really felt like people were getting the wrong impression with the video. And I don't blame you for getting the wrong impression. There are a lot of opportunistic DJs out there who feel like they've got all these answers and all you have to do is give them some money and they share the information with you. I'm not that guy. You know that I give free information on my videos, and I will continue to do so. That isn't going to stop. It's always going to be free. And they may not be the most flashy videos in the world. They might not even be the most viewed DJ videos of the day. I understand that, but I genuinely want to help. I am not trying to bleed your wallets dry here, folks. That's not the objective here. That wasn't the suggestion. I would never do that. I couldn't sleep at night doing that. Look, if I wanted to make money off you guys, I'd have tried to do it a long time ago. It's not what this is about. I got several people who said, I don't think this is a good idea because you can learn everything you want to learn from YouTube. All you have to do is go on there and you can get it. Yeah, I offer these free videos. There are cases, though, where people don't really know where the problem might be, or They may not be able to put their finger on what they feel like they can do to improve the system. They may not understand it. They may struggle with objectives. There might be things that I could only evaluate by watching a performance, seeing a system, putting my hands on it, showing them what I might do different. Again, just me, I'm not the expert, but I think I know enough to help some people. Explain why I think this is better, show them why it's better live at a gig. This is kind of the concept. And I came up with the idea, well, there are several reasons I came up with the idea, but after attending DJ Expo, there's so much focus on business. And I think there's so much focus on business because that's probably the easiest thing to teach, is how to market and those sorts of things. The hard part sometimes is system building. It's selecting the right system for the job and performance. That's the hard stuff. Those are the kind of things that I want to focus on with individuals and address their individual needs and help them. But again, I only want to work with people who I feel like I can help. I don't want to work with the know-it-all. I don't want to work with the person who says, yeah, I know how to do this. I know how to do that. I don't want to work with you. You already know everything. Even if you don't, you say you do. Who am I to come in and tell you you're wrong? That's not what this is about. So, I don't know. I just want to get that out there. I got a comment here. Liquid Music Entertainment says, I agree, but I gotta say, most DJs I have met think they know everything. Yeah, it's true, they do. There are only a few like you who don't have an ego about the job. No shame to ask for help or want to learn. Exactly. Those are the people I want to work with. And I want to see what they've got going on. I want to talk to them and make sure that I can help them before we pull the trigger on this transaction. James, it's probably something completely unrelated. I can already tell. Do you still work for a DJ agency or yourself? I never worked for an agency. I have an agent who I do work for, but I do stuff independently as well. So I don't work for an agency. I work with an agency. They find a job. They present me with the job. I take it or leave it. I don't work for them. So that's the difference. And if you work for a multi-op, then you work for them. But with an agency, you don't work for them. You work with them. It's just like any other kind of agent. They just find work. You can say yes or no to that. And I do still work with an agent. Yes, not all the time, but I do. So yeah, I mean, I'll just go ahead and say it. I've been holding back on this because I know people are going to get mad at me for saying it, but I got to say that I don't care anymore. So when we were in Atlantic City, well, let me back up a little bit. Whenever I talk about tuning a system for a room, using the right speakers for the event that you're doing, talk about, objectives at an event, like a wedding reception, like, I don't know, a quinceañera or a company party or any type of social event. Talk about, besides music, what's important? What else is going on there? Well, one of the things that goes on at a social event is people actually being social, talking, right? It's in the title of social event. If the DJ is there and playing music so loud that no one can be social, then they are destroying the event. People can't talk, which is why they were there, to be social, and they can't do it because the music's so loud. And sometimes when people aren't dancing, DJs crank the music and it just chases people away. Maybe they weren't dancing because they didn't want to dance. Maybe you should turn the music down and let them talk. And maybe later they want to dance, or maybe they don't. But you're creating that ambience with your sound, with your lighting, to help enhance the event. Not to become the event, not to be the main attraction of the event, but to enhance the event. Again, my philosophy on this, really. But we were at Beret in Atlantic City, and we had several DJs go up and play at Beret. And a lot of people spent a lot of time on this. They worked really hard on it. And I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I do appreciate their efforts. But man, let me tell you what. It was bad. It was just bad. The music was too loud. The system that was selected didn't sound good at all. The DJs blew everybody's head off with sound. They weren't even considering that somebody might be there to do something other than listen to the song they're playing. No one could talk. Now, the event was well attended as far as people coming to it. People came to the event, but no one stayed long because all you could do was listen to this loud, painful music from a system that wasn't tuned right, from DJs who were, redlining, headlining all of their sets. It was bad. And these are the same people who, when I say things about, having the right system for the job and how to tune it and unity gain, they all nod their heads in unison. Oh yeah, we know how to do that. None of them knew how to do it. And if they did, they didn't care that night. And it was such a shame. Such a shame because we've had such successful events like this. This was just bad. And I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me for even saying this. A lot of people are going to be angry who were there because they feel like I'm throwing them under the bus. Well, you know what? You threw the event under the bus, guys. You screwed it up. You made it about something that it wasn't supposed to be about. It was supposed to be about the people who were attending. Not your songs really loud or your sets really loud. This wasn't the Look at Me show. This was supposed to be a chill social event. Now, let's pretend they didn't know any better. That's okay. Now, if I were to go with one of these individuals to one of their events, I might point this out to them and challenge them to try something a little different to see if it makes a difference. But on the other hand, if they think they know everything and they think they know how this is supposed to work and they're still failing, I don't want to work with these people. I can't help them because they already know it all. Does that make sense to you? I only want to work with people on this stuff who acknowledge that they could use some help. I'm going to try to clean this lens a little bit. Let me see if that works. Nope, still looks about the same. I thought maybe cleaning the lens would help. I'm going to go to the comments section here. Let's see if anybody said anything. 20 years, I could learn something new every day. The record, just listening, is okay. Yeah, and I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I am not suggesting that I am the end-all, know-all authority on DJing. I am not doing that. I would never do that. But what I will admit is that I tend to be pretty humble sometimes about my strengths. I'm pretty good at this. All right? I'm a good performer. I can build a system. I can build a sound system. I can build a light show. I can tune a system. I understand a lot. I understand a lot more than I probably let on that I understand. I try to be modest about things because nobody likes to know it all. And I know that. There are a lot of people out there that will beat me up for saying that I'm actually good at what I do. But I am good at what I do. I'm pretty well rounded in that regard. I have weaknesses too. There are things I can improve on. There's always something new I'm learning. Of course. Of course there is. When you're done learning, die. There's nothing else to know. That's how I look at it. When I know everything there is to know about this business, which had never happened, but if I did, there would be no reason to do it anymore. I could just hang it up. I'd solve the puzzle. That's it. But, yeah. I don't know. Just want to make it clear. This is not a replacement to me doing weddings. This is not a big hustle where I'm going to try to start this big business, and put all these ads up. Hey, Brian Red is going to show you how to be a rock star. No. I'm just putting it out there that I'm willing to do this for the right client. As long as I feel like I can help them, I'll qualify them. And, they kind of let me know a little bit what they're doing. There are some people who learn from videos, and I do videos for those people. There are others that really are, need a more hands-on approach. And I get that. I'm that way too. You can put a manual in front of me on how to do something and I don't quite understand it. Yet if you show me how to do it and I can ask questions and get answers, right there in person, I got this. And that's all kinds of neat stuff. That's programming a light show or tuning a system and showing the benefits of a tuned system. Hey, this is what it sounds like now. This is what it sounded like when you did it. Walk around the room. Let's see what it sounds like. Here, let's watch the audience. Are they talking? Are they screaming at each other? Are they sticking around? Hey, you know what? Maybe this is a little better than what we had before. A lot of people aren't going to understand how to do this. Obviously, maybe me being there, showing them how to do it, might help them. Might be helpful. But yeah. Please don't think I'm trying to be one of these DJ gurus out there. I'm totally not. No, I don't want to be that person. I always want to be a mobile DJ. I'm always going to be a mobile DJ. This is just something else I'm considering offering, and only when I'm available to do it. I have gigs on the calendar. But I was talking to a friend of mine earlier. They were asking me, when are you going to make time to do this? And it's funny because I like to call myself the fall guy. And what I mean by that is I'm always busy in fall. For some reason, I get clients in fall like crazy. Like starting in probably September, I'm busy, right? From April through August, it's sporadic at best. I get a gig here and there. You've seen that in my gig logs. I haven't done tons of gigs. But come September, it's going to start being real busy through the end of October. That's just how it works. I don't know why it works that way, but it does. So I do have times. There's other places in the country where they have hot times in the wintertime. When it's nothing here, they have a lot of stuff going on. I think Phoenix is like that. And most places, it starts getting really busy for a lot of DJs in April or May, and it runs through the summer, where I'm maybe not as busy sometimes. And I have things I want to do with my summer. I got a car I want to drive. I got a family I want to hang around with. I have other things to do. This is not something I'd want to do all the time. This is not something I would want to do to replace being a mobile DJ again. This is just a service I thought I'd offer for those who really feel like they need it and want my help. I don't want to work with anybody who doesn't want my help or anybody who I don't feel like I can help. I don't think there's much more to say about it. I just wanted to get that out there. Just make it crystal clear for anybody who had a question about that. And, I might even learn something along the way, Now, what's it going to cost? It's going to be expenses. If there's a flight involved, hotel, car, plus salary. I got to charge for this. I can't do it for free. I got to charge for it, but not as much as you might think. I don't know exactly how much, but it would probably be like a 2 or 3 day thing where I'd be working with this DJ. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I know what I want to charge to Shadow. I'm just not sure how I want to charge for everything else. It might even be a situation where I work with a DJ and we go out and we do an event. We set up the best we can, but we still see problems. Maybe I recommend some purchases they need to make. And, this is the new goal they have. And maybe they make these purchases over a 6-month time span or whatever. And then they hire me to come back. And I set these things and dial them in perfect for them and we go back out. Maybe there's follow-ups. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. Or if I'll even do it. Someone has to ask me to do it first and I have to qualify them to do it and actually execute it. So, yeah, not for everybody. I would never suggest it would be for everybody out there because it's totally not. I'm looking for, someone who's open-minded, someone who recognizes there's some issues that they feel like they can work on, be it equipment, performance, lighting, whatever. And if we talk and I feel like I can help, let's do this. So, anyway, I'll end the video now. I'll end it. I just want to make that clear. So, anyhow, thanks for watching. Might do some videos this weekend. This might be the last one you see from me for a while because I got some stuff going. Tomorrow's a very busy day. So I don't know, maybe the weekend. We'll see what happens. But thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Practice and enjoy. Let's see. How do you turn this thing off? Give me just a second. There we go. Nope.